Cool, let's continue. We made some good progress on our animation clips. Took a little break. And let me get this out of my way, actually. Got some more coffee. Also saw something really strange. Like just now. I'm still trying to digest a little bit on my just scrolling through reels. Yeah, so I'm just scrolling through reels and I see some just like horrible take after horrible take on using tools like these models to build, and it's just really strange to me. I don't really understand why some people are saying that this process is slower. That is really strange to me. How like experienced people are almost spreading misinformation. Like it's really weird. I've yet to digest it fully. I don't really understand if like because it's not like I don't think they're purposefully deceiving people or anything, but for some reason they think these tools. I mean, you do have to be careful using them, but the overwhelming pessimism some people have is really weird. But anyways, all right. So probably should change the title more like working. Right, cool. I think the last thing I did, we were trying to think through something. I think we already kind of finished thinking through it. It's like okay. Frame determine how many morph targets associated. Nice. Yeah, it understands. I think what it is, like, just thinking about it, like, if you truly try to do the thing where you don't code at all, you might conclude some weird things. See what it's doing there. Um, let's read it. I'm just gonna get rid of all of these. But okay, existing morph count. Targets. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think this should work. Oh, I shouldn't speak too soon. Understand what I'm saying? Ooh, off the camera. All right, let's read it, verify. And once we get this working, we can kind of do more fun stuff that won't require much thinking. To all morph targets in this keyframe set. All right, let's just try it. Might work. All right, so if I add a keyframe right here, and add a keyframe right here, change this, let's see if it works. Okay, so it's not working yet. I'm just going to verify that we're getting here. If I remove that, create a keyframe, should see new track created. Oh, okay. So that's why. Working. Oh no, it actually should be here. This one is, we should never hit this one. Nice. Okay, so we are entering. This is a little mysterious to me that nothing is. Oh, right. I forgot that we still have this bug where it's like a million of these morph targets are being created. There should be just wait. It should be 16 times 3. Actually, that's pretty close. There's just an extra one. Actually, this is right. Like we created one keyframe, or I mean, we created 3, and I think that's just the extra one. So if I create another one, it should go up to. So we should see. Okay, yeah. So it spikes the. Oh, at least I see it doing something. Because I can see it's changing. Alright, so now if I delete these, is it going to change? Oh, I must not have gone to. Oh, nice. I think we just haven't implemented delete right. It should go through and clean it up. So that's another thing. Might be a little trickier than I thought. What we gotta do. Okay, we already have this here actually. I'm gonna give myself like 20 more minutes. If we don't quite get this, there's a lot of other things we can work on in the meantime. Kind of like take a little break from the keyframe and stuff. So if I had one keyframe, I really need to figure out if I cancel a request if it still charges because I'm not Right, right, right. Okay. Oh, this was the problem right here. You weren't sending the keyframes. Still might not work, but there's a better chance. Okay. Okay. Well, at least it did something. I actually like that it did something versus before it was kind of confusing. We know there's a bug right here where it's, if I understand correctly, it's every single time. Okay, so let's do it one more time and we'll, actually we can just read the, every time I'm doing the slider change, there's a memory leak here. That's the problem. Oh, and that's what this error is. Got it. Cool. So we figure out this is the memory leak. Hey, the Keno, how's it going? I'm doing um I'm doing keyframes for this. It doesn't quite work yet. I think we're getting close. So that would be you can um, move these values over time during the animation. But after I do this, I was thinking to make like a little short film and put it in like a browser, like on a website or something, and there would be kind of a way to show the tool. It's going to be like a short clip, not really a film. The mage is just going to like come in and look at a snake or something, blow it up. Something real simple. Be like, hey, you can animate stuff. Oh, let me check. I'm on 0.48.9. I didn't install a recent update 6 days ago. So yeah, I bet you it's the new update. I'm not gonna update then if they remove the checkpoint. I don't know what their deal is. Like a lot of these updates, like there was one update that was really good, then all the other ones keep breaking things. Like they had some other stuff. They should be ship less. I'd rather them not break stuff. Like just ship like one good thing. It's kind of a and the most annoying thing ever too. Yeah, yeah. So the Keno, I could not figure out how to go down a minor version. So the point 0.9 here. Like I made an update one time and I didn't really like the change, but I couldn't go down because I couldn't find. So let me know if maybe they fix that because that would be nice. So you'd have to go all the way down to like 0.47 or something. That's the one. Made a lot of improvement then. Oh yeah. Wait, what? Shit. We could if we have this, then this makes it really easy for both cleanup and what we were trying to do just a second ago. I did not know we could. Excellent. Because we want to make sure not to do old ones. I'm trying to think, especially. Oh, we could store a session and then keyframe morph targets will have like a keyframe in it. All right, that sounds kind of annoying. I'm gonna write down and then I'm gonna work on something else because it's kind of boring for me. All right, so you got the add a copy this. Oh, we have to be a little careful editing. Little trick. Okay. I'm gonna think out loud. Oh no, so if you update, oh geez, man. Cursor annoys me, I gotta say, sometimes. Like, I'll show you why I'm annoyed. I mean, just simple things they break. Like, I'll show you. Like, if I want to copy paste something out of a file, something that let's say has some like file annotate, like, I don't know, let's say I want to do like, I basically want to copy something that I could attach a file with. I can't do it. Because if I do this, it doesn't allow me to go in and edit what I pasted in. It's like, seriously? So I can't copy paste and edit it in the chat. That doesn't make, like, what were they what were they thinking? That's a pretty common thing people want to do. Copy paste and edit. Strange, man. Yeah. And it's crazy to think too, like, this is their only addition to the product. And they're like, the agent, I don't think is that hard because like you look at the online, people have built agents like Klein and stuff. It's not like crazy, and it's like worth many billions. So it's like, okay, don't understand. What's the issue here exactly? We got to do something like this to kind of we gotta make some product that's just like a spin-off. We become super rich just from making something like, but we'll make good updates. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because like an open source thing, yeah, you're right. It'd be like fixed in a second. I would fix it. If this is open source, I'd be like, all right, come on. I should use Klein probably, but I do like the cost of Cursor. Much cheaper. one will have. All right, I'll have to think it out. Hold on. So currently, it's just adding. We can fix part of this with this filter. Oh, oh yeah, okay. I get it now. So yeah, so this will work. So currently, but now what we do is we do this, but we have to send all the keyframes. We filter everything that has the current session ID, period, and then send all the keyframes on later update. Not like performance-wise off, and we're only going to allow probably like 4. I don't think that works because right now we might have to make a new function. All right, I'll probably put a pin in this one for now. Come back to it tomorrow and finish it. Let me see if I can commit this. I'll just commit it. Check it. All right, now we can do some more interesting things. I wanted to add a new tool, which is like you can add a bunch of generic shapes. I'm gonna generate a bunch of those in Tripo. Maybe just have like 10 shapes or something. I signed into the wrong account. Probably have a bunch of generic stuff, but then we'll have some objects. Is Blender of a tool like this? Oh yeah, add cube. Yeah, the Keno. I think there might be a longer period than we think, because I think my personal opinion is that the on I think the technology is going to move much faster than the people adjust. So, like even senior developers, I was like just astonished today. Like I watched these reels. I'm not going to name names, but like people on YouTube who are like known developers and they have a lot of experience and they're like shitting on this stuff. They're like, "Oh, it doesn't do architecture." It's I mean, it's like totally I still don't really fully understand it, but I think basically people it's going to be a long period for people to realize, hey, these tools, if you use them correctly, are way better. So I think there's going to be at least like I think minimum like 2, 3 years, like we have to build before people realize that, like, hey, if you just like do it the right way, you can build some really cool stuff pretty quickly. Like, and I think 2, 3 years is enough time. Like, you could build. I mean, you build one thing a month, you're gonna have a lot of swings. So that's my opinion. But yeah, you're right. I think eventually, like, people will catch on, and like a lot of the cost of software will go down. But honestly, a lot of the I still think it kind of it's going to be two classes. There's going to be the the um the solo dev who builds maybe 1, 2, 3 people that build like a whole product, and then there's going to be like the frontier developers, you call them, which they're the ones on the forefront of like research, like SpaceX. But I think the mid tier will get kind of, which is honestly is pretty boring. That's the work I did when I was working. It's not super interesting. It's sort of just like CRUD apps, and that's what most software developers are currently doing. That stuff is like you won't need a lot of people to do that stuff. Um, and I think that's kind of a good thing, honestly. I think it's kind of a waste of resources for people to work on that. So I think long term it's going to be good. Like, we're going to be working on, you're either going to be someone working on, you're going to be able to create a lot of cool stuff, or you're someone doing like, granted, there's always going to be competition in life. Like, it's just the nature of like you're always going to be um, competing with everyone else. But I think that's just everywhere, and it's inescapable unless you somehow get in a really lucky position. But I think as long as you like work hard and you like build stuff, most people don't spend a lot of time. They either don't have the time, they have a family or something. So if you can afford yourself enough time to work on things, you'll probably get ahead. Just to like, let's say you're building stuff constantly. Not to mention, if you're building publicly, um, you might run into the right people. That's kind of my hope too. Like, people maybe want to build with me and make some stuff faster. So yeah, that's what I think. I mean, what do you think? Do you agree with me, or do you think it's hard times for developers? I'm obviously just that's just one opinion, but some people think that uh, most people will be worse off, and that might be true. Actually, most people will be worse off that are currently developers. But honestly, a lot of people, even at good schools and stuff, they don't actually like programming. They just kind of do it. Even if they study computer science, they don't necessarily like it. Like, I remember in one of my classes, one of the professors asked, who actually likes programming or who's just doing it for the money, and it was like 9 out of 10 people raised their hand doing it for the money. I was like, okay. I'm kind of a mix between the two. Like, I moderately liked programming. Wasn't I did a little bit for fun here and there, but it wasn't like something I did only for money or something. But I think a lot of people did, and those people might have a tougher time because unless maybe they get motivated by the fact that they can build a lot more, which is also the case for me too. Like, I don't know about you, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I think honestly think anyone that has any moderate enjoyment for programming is probably going to be way more motivated with these, and maybe they need a bit of like open-mindedness to be able to, because like I said, a lot of people, this like senior developers, they're shitting on this stuff, which I'm just like, what, bro? Um, so it's probably a mix. Like, people that temperamentally they have open minds, they like programming, they like building, they're going to be the ones to really um, jump on this, you know, window here to make a bunch of cool stuff. It's kind of like the internet boom way. Like, before there was a huge barrier to build something like Photoshop or Blender or something, and now it's like you can do it. Like 3 people, give them a couple months, they'll get a lot of that all that stuff done. Yeah. Well, same here, like, programming was, like, for me, moderately okay, like, I kinda like the puzzles a little bit, but wasn't like I was in love with it, like, it wasn't my favorites, but ever since I was working with these tools, it's been so much more fun. Like, I wake up every day, I'm like, "I wanna work, like, right now on this." So, um, I think it just makes it a lot more gratifying because 'cause you're getting features done quickly. Like, before, it would've maybe taken me a week to do something that, if I show to some layman, they'll be like, "Really? That's what you're working on for a week?" Like, I remember when I was working on this little game, and I showed it to my uncle, and he was like, "That's what you're working on?" Like, that's what normal people when you show them, they're like, "Man, it's taking you that long to do that, because it was really hard, but now it's like you're moving at a pace that is very gratifying even if you're, even if you maybe don't enjoy programming, like, a lot, I think. Yeah, so I think we're kinda in the same boat, and probably a lot of other people are in the same boat. Like, they moderately like programming, you know, like it here and there, but this is much, more motivating. I probably should change this icon a little bit so it doesn't look exactly like Blender. Let's see, what should it be? It just needs to be some shape with a plus, I think. I like, because it's not a cube, it's some kinda like blob. Yeah, but I think probably the industry is changing in the sense that there's gonna be less of these kind of really, cushy things, I think. It might take a while, though, some years, but honestly, I'm not sure. There's a lot of these, companies that take a long time to adjust, so could be, who knows, it could be 10 years before that happens. Okay, so that shape. I think this is pretty good. Barely see it, but called add shape. Alright, let's see what, Rippo made for us. Why did it make it look like that? It's supposed to be a rock. Um, maybe call it a boulder. I guess the name or the term generic threw it off a little, maybe. If that doesn't work, I think I'm just gonna do it this way because it's quicker iteration. So, oh wow, 2D. But let's see. And the kind of I added this thing so you can change the background. Be silly, but in case you're wondering why, the default is probably no one will click this. So do this. Where is this? Okay, so this is the new icon or new shape it added. New tool. Actually, I don't really like that icon because it kind of looks like a rotate. Someone on Twitter said the newest ones they're cheaper, but they thought it was really bad. So I haven't even tested it because it kept. But granted, I really should use the cheaper models for the simpler requests. So maybe I'll try it for that. Like for example, planning stuff. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool. Yeah, I should check it out. Mm-mm. Oh, best AI for personalization. Yeah, could be, could be. Makes sense that like different ones would be good for different things. Oh yeah, this is perfect. So let's just plug this into Trellis. See if the okay, definitely not a Zoom. Yeah, that's true. April 22nd. Nice. They're moving quickly. Okay, that's pretty good. Just make a few more. Yeah, no, the new ChatGPT model was definitely not that close, according to everyone that read it from, read their opinions. I haven't tried it, so I guess I should. Definitely the people that I read. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, sort of the was that Goodhart's law? They should just use it while they're coding. And get like 1,000 people. Probably not even that many. Just have them code with it. Cool. Let's try it out. I got a new. I think I forgot to hook up. I just wanted to be like a little bit lighter. Tiny. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Yeah, that seems so much more blue. I just realized something. All right, that's pretty good. It's just a little bit lighter, but that's actually what I want. Oh, I see. Nice. All right, give added rock. Be able to select. We haven't done it. Nice. Perfect. I see if I click it again. The heck? What the heck? Remove my change with the color. Why remove my colors? Finally found a color that I liked and instantly removed it. Why? I think I still have in Photoshop though. Yeah, I removed this change. Yeah, I like that. Cool thing here is I'm thinking about adding something to this so you can draw. Like you can click draw and you can draw out what 3D model you want to do, just like a quick sketch, and it will generate 3D model. I saw some demo of that, but that'd be cool. It's really easy to plug in something. Because I'd also have fun with that, just to play around with it. Yeah, I think this works. But I will probably keep this on another branch, push it onto What is that? All right, I'll probably leave this on another brain. I'll just call it a that shoot. Cool. I'm probably gonna end the stream a bit, take a little break. I'll be back.